So I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to go to the bathroom, because I really needed to take a fucking dump. And like, if I waited any longer, the dump would have just came out of me. So that's how bad it was. I really needed to go to the bathroom.
2 seconds earlier.
I had a dream that there was a cute boy. And he was so tall. And I was upset, and he like kissed me on the forehead, and I was like, oh, that felt nice, can you do it again? And he did, and then he was like hugging me, and I was like, wait, no, stop, I thought you had a girlfriend. And he was like, no, we actually broke up. And I was like, oh. And then we were like, hee. Why can't this be real? I'm so lonely. Man, he was so tall and handsome and cute. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. He kissed my forehead. Yeah, I mean, I've been having nightmares all week last week, so honestly, I'm relieved. I'm so relieved to finally have, like, a nice dream. Seriously, I was suffering last week. Kept waking up, sweating, and stuff. It was not nice. Oh, but to be honest, I did still have a nightmare last night though. I had a dream about that one teacher that... Oh, I remember! Okay, posture check first. And then I'm gonna tell you about this dream that I just remembered. Right, that I remember now why I was upset and why he gave me kisses. I remember now, I remember. Okay, so listen to this, right? So I'm in school, right? Like high school. This isn't a real story, this is the dream. But I can tell you the real story after if you want. Okay, anyway, I'm in school and I'm in class, and like the teacher is like being really boring, and like there's not much that's going on right now. So I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to go to the bathroom, because I really needed to take a fucking dump. And like, if I waited any longer, the dump would have just came out of me. So that's how bad it was. I really needed to go to the bathroom. So I didn't even ask the teacher if I can go to the bathroom. I just went, because that's how it was. Like, that's how it usually was. Like, if you've done your work, if you're working, like, I was a trusted student, I could just go. Anyway, so I just went, and I go to this bathroom, right? And it's like, there's stalls left and right, and I'm going into every stall, and for some reason these fucking stalls, they don't have a toilet inside. It's literally just an empty stall, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I find a stall that actually has a toilet in it, but it's like covered in blood, and I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. So I go to another one, and I finally found a toilet that was actually fucking usable. It had some piss all over it, but that's okay. So I like stood over the toilet and I pissed, and I took my fucking fat dump. And then, honestly, it took a while for me to take that dump. Like, I was there for maybe like 5 minutes because it was all just coming out of me. Because it was all just coming out of me, right? And then after a while, I was done and I came back into the class. And turns out that the teacher noticed that I was gone, and that a few other students were gone too. And when we came back, the teacher was like staring at us, and the entire class was staring at us, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? So I went to my seat, and this teacher is just like the teacher is just like, you're gonna stay in detention for however long you were in the toilet because you were skipping my class, blah blah blah. And I was like, detention, fuck you. And I was getting really pissed, and I was like talking back to her, and I was like swearing at her, and I was like, fuck you, I'm not even gonna, no, I'm not gonna listen, and blah blah blah, stuff like that. And then she was like really like yelling at me, like, you listen, I'm the teacher, blah blah blah. And I was like, fuck you. And I left, and that's why I was upset. Hi Nacho! That's why I was upset. And then the boy saw me in the corridor, and then he like comforted me in the corridor. And then I was like, man, I don't even want to be here. I'm not even gonna come to school anymore. I can't believe I'm still having nightmares about school. It's been so long since I went to school and I'm still having nightmares about it. Like, fucking hell, bro. Okay, so the real story. Yeah, girls don't take dumps, especially ghosts. Like, I don't have any functions. I just don't. I don't even have a body, so I can't take a dump. Okay, yeah, so the real thing that happened with the teacher was that in high school, this was like really early high school, so I was on the younger side. So it was English class, and you know, in English class you like study like I don't know, like poems and shit, and you write stuff in English, right? You write stuff, right? So we were supposed to write something in this class, but I actually kind of didn't understand what was going on. And I was kind of doodling. Like, I kind of didn't really do any work because I just kind of didn't understand what was happening. And then when the teacher was like, okay, time's up, now, like, swap with your partner and mark each other's papers, right? Like, read each other's stuff and, like, give it a grade. I didn't, I think. I just kind of kept it to myself because I didn't really write anything. I don't remember what happened. Something happened that I didn't know what I was doing, and I didn't write anything, and I was kind of embarrassed because I should have asked for help, but I didn't. And I think the teacher noticed me just like doodling or something, cause then she was like, "Alright, Wiz, how about you share yours with the class?" And I was like, no. I was like, nah. And she was like, come on, why not? And I was like, I don't know, just no. And then she was like, oh, come on. And she was like really pushing it. And then she like came up to me. She came up to me and she was like about to take my book, and I was so embarrassed. I was like, no. And she took the book, but like I was holding it. So we were both like holding each end of the book, and we were both like pulling on it, like fighting over this fucking book. It was so awkward. I don't think a teacher should be acting like that. Like, seriously? What was going through her fucking head? To treat a student like that, forcefully take their work in front of the entire fucking class. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. It was so embarrassing and so scary. It was so embarrassing and so scary. Traumatized me, huh? Actual trauma.